'Twas the night before Christmas. When all through the lair, not a dragon was stirring, not even a bugbear. The scrolls and the items were stacked by the hearth with great flair and hopes that Krampus soon would be there. The party of 3 RPGers was nestled snug in their beds, but we're missing one. Where is Chris? He might be off his head. Sandra, where is he? Oh, it's so cold in here. My teeth are rattling. Rattle, rattle, rattle. Rattle, rattle, rattle. Look at these little toesies pajamas that I have. Oh, I think I hear him now. Look at these little toesy pajamas that I have on right now. And the little ass flap with 2 breast buttons.
I'm not looking at your ass flap. I'll look at the toes, but no. I'm not looking at the ass flap. That's all you.
I mean, we did all of our decorations. We have our dragon eggnog ready for drinking tomorrow morning. Our candy cane of smiting hung over the hearth. Magic mistletoe adorning the windowsills. And look at these +2 stockings I have on. Ooh la la! Wait, what is that sound I hear? Throws open the shutters. Creak!
We really need to oil those.
Ass flap opens up.
No.
You get the best view of the house.
I'm gonna sew that shut.
A jolly face is pressed up against the panes of glass.
Oh God!
Is it a ghost?
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas!
Could it be?
Smash!
It's Sandy Claus. Oh, he's broken our window.
Why would you do that?
That's okay. Hey, Sandy Claus.
Did you bring us new windows?
Your chimney is incredibly dirty.
No,
you sooty bastards.
Oh, well,
How
yeah, we didn't
embarrassing.
quite get around to that. How embarrassing. Yeah. So, Sandy Claus, did you bring us any presents?
Presents!
Well, this naughty carcass-shaped present is for you, Jay.
Yoink, a carcass.
What?
Carcass-shaped.
Zip. Creak. What's inside? Oh, it's thanks, Sandy Claus.
What is going on? This is weird.
You're the worst.
You're the worst. I mean, maybe mine'll be better. Please be better. Please be better.
Well, this good box covered in sandpaper is for you, Sandra.
I mean, sandpaper's really useful. Let me very carefully open it. First one flap, now the other. Gotta preserve it, like old-timey.
A partridge in a pear tree.
And then, all right, I think I almost had. God, my hands are so rough now. This is not great wrapping paper. But
Sandra, Sandy Claus has got a lot of places to be. I think you should probably.
Okay, sorry. I was doing the very delicate.
A lot like
savor the moment.
Yeah, Sandra's like tapping his watch. He's like, let's do this.
It happens once a year. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna rattle it a little bit. Just.
Oh my God! Just open the damn present.
Oh my God, no. Okay. Rip. What is this? This isn't what I asked for.
What is it, Sandra?
It's what you need.
Oh God! Wait a minute.
It's not what you asked for. It's what you need.
Is it that time of the year already?
I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Wow!
Claus, you're the worst.
Wow!
Get out of here! Push. Close broken windows. Smash. Oh man!
Santa breaks another window on the way out.
Oh, the other one.
Throw the box of tampons at him on the way out.
Damn it. Santa Claus is the worst.
You're terrible at this.
Oh, wait, quick, get in bed. Somebody's coming up the stairs. Hey,
everyone. What's happening?
Hey, Chris is home from work.
Someone just hit me with a box of tampons on my way in.
So sorry. It was dark.
Well, welcome to the 3RPG Podcast Christmas Spectacular.
Why?
My name
Why
is
is
Jay
it so
Underwood.
cold in here?
I'm Sandra Rosner.
And I'm the festive Chris.
Yay! Welcome
Festive
aboard.
Chris for the rest of us.
Oh my God, Chris, you
Wait,
just missed it.
is that a box
Santa
of-
Claus?
Is that a box of sandpaper and also a carcass-shaped present?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, funny you should notice.
Sweep it under the bed. Sweep! To our Christmas Spectacular.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nothing celebrates
New
Christmas
Year's
more than
thing
air
there.
horns.
Well, then air horn.
See, keep that for another week.
Festive air horns.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. All right. So, it's been a few months since our Halloween episode, and we kind of took a lot of the kind of lore and decorations and fun out of Halloween.
Out of Halloween?
And put it into our amazing podcast. No. So for our Christmas episode, I think we just begin with, well, what does Christmas, what are some memories of Christmas that you guys have, and how can we kind of tie these back into kind of like an RPG setting?
Oh. Well, something entirely unrelated to that would be the time that my brother got Mario Kart for the Super Nintendo, and all the other brothers were really angry because we didn't get Mario Kart. Super
Ooh.
Mario Kart.
And that's
you
when you learned
expected-
who the Golden Sun was.
You expected 3 copies of Mario Kart?
No, we all wanted Mario Kart, but
He's the one that
only
got
one
it.
only
Oh.
one of us got it, and
He gets to lord
Right.
over it, I
Yeah.
see.
Yeah, so you all get to play it, but it's his game. Oof.
yeah, and he took it
Mm.
with him when he left the house.
So your parents should have given you like communal gifts, right? This is for the group. This is for the group of boys.
Yeah, that doesn't work in Christmas.
That doesn't work in Christmas.
Not in Chris's Christmas.
Christmas isn't about giving.
No, not when you're a kid. It's about receiving.
I love. There's a moment from an old movie called The Ref where the kids in-laws come over to the house and they said, like, "Mom, the TV is broken. What are we supposed to do?" And the mom goes, "Celebrate the birth of Christ." Such a great moment. Well, that's not we're here. We are to celebrate ancient gods. Can be one factor of a campaign. With the winter, the gods as the not the world is not dying because that's perfect for Halloween, but the world is dead now.
Yeah.
And now you've got the gods that rule over a desolate world, frozen solid. Yeah, thanks a lot, Jesus.
I don't think we can blame him for that. I mean,
thanks, Obama.
Jesus.
Well, it's
Oh.
okay. Just we're all from North America, so that's why we say, the Earth is dead at this time.
Oh, I thought you were saying
Australians-
thanks, Obama.
Oh, and also Obama, but
Right. They have all the surfing Santas and all that kind of stuff,
right.
Oh, well, then this could be very interesting. So, your Christmas deities for your campaign setting can be, you've got your sort of like your one half of the globe is ruled over by the kind of you've got a yin yang kind of god set.
Yeah.
Right. One god who's keeping the world kind of who's sort of like for those living in like the northern hemisphere or whatnot, where like let's say the elven capitalists or something like that have sort of have lost the battle, as it were, and now they're in the realm of this god who's pestilence and cold and doesn't allow crops to grow and what have you, who has pushed out this other god who can only come back, and they celebrate this return of this god, this eternal battle between the two of them over and over again. Like South Park episode Santa versus Jesus or something like that.
And they call him Frack Jost.
Frack Jost, yes. Or you reverse it. I mean, maybe it's the warmer weather or the sort of the conventionally more sort of virile weather for growing crops. I'm anthropomorphizing this all. is that the world prefers the cold, and all the best crops grow during where the earth is frozen. It can
Snow
only
melons.
grow that way. Snow melons and what have you. But when the
Ice
world is heat,
wine.
it becomes everything just melts, and that's bad. Everything becomes like a swamp and mud and whatnot, and they don't want that to come back. So it's like looking forward to when the world is dead, because when it's not, it's like out of control. Right?
Oh yeah,
And all
like
these
nature
monsters come-
taking over and stuff. Oh, that'd be
takes
cool.
Hey,
takes
that's
over.
awesome.
That,
That's a great
you'd
idea.
you'd be like wanting the dead of winter. You'd be wanting that deity to take over. Oh, that's
Flora is just too powerful, and it's just like you want the relief of dead plants.
It's the only way the humans can survive is through the respite of the cold.
Oh,
where,
that's
like,
so cool.
oh god, it's like New
encroachment of
Jersey
nature
and
comes in.
mosquitoes.
New Jersey and mosquitoes.
You need the winter to kill them off.
Mhm.
Yeah. Wow, that's kind of cool.
So then, what kind of let's. I think we want to get away slightly from Christmas writ large and say something more like the end of the year holidays slightly, right? Maybe we could even lop in New Year's with this. And it's like sort of like cyclical turnover. We've got that. So what other rituals and things that people do during Christmas that we might be able to then reskin here for our our RPG world?
Well, the idea of commerce, bringing commerce into your world,
Buy the stuff.
just buying tons of stuff. The time of buying.
There's something unique about Christmas is in the wrapping.
That's true.
Right? So I think we have to integrate sort of like the wrappingness of buying things and then giving them to other people. So in a way, when we talked about Halloween, there was like the covering up of one's identity with a mask. And here, what you're doing is covering up the item with some sort of veneer. You're masking the item, right? So there's a maskingness.
Oh, so what if it's like notorious or like a sacrifice, like almost like the best gifts given to a deity, like you survive the next year kind of a thing, and you don't want anybody to figure out what your gift is, so you wrap it and you hope that yours is good enough.
That's cool.
Well, the wrapped gifts are only opened the year after. So during the Christmas celebration, you're opening the gifts that were given the year before, and you're buying the gifts that will be opened next year. And you just got to hope that those gifts last through this horrible summer of encroaching nature. And the wrapping is sort of like this protective thing that allows whatever is on the inside to develop its sort of magical essence.
I'm gonna wrap microplastics. It'll survive.
Oh, that's cool.
The paper itself helps to kind of like microwave this magical identity of the item that takes a year.
This is also how fruitcake is made.
Yeah, that's right. Well, we can get it. Let's table, no pun intended, food for a little while. I think we can get into food, but I like this idea of wrapping again. And things are not only wrapped in packages, but also like you've got stockings and
magical essence,
and all that kind of stuff, right?
Obscure weave. Obscure weave.
Oh, I need socks made out of that. Don't want anybody seeing my toes.
The idea of putting objects in clothes, right? You got the classic like wooden shoes out by the windowsill to dry out and things like that, and then that would have this sort of fey demon comes through, opens the windows and puts the items in there. So
potatoes.
rather than just wrapping paper, you could have people, place articles of clothing out for the Feywild to come and sort of bless their items in a sense, right?
Well, I did go into a little bit of some of the more unusual rituals that people have with Christmas. Like the Latvian or the mummers. Have you heard of these mummers?
Of course, I'm from Philly.
The idea of dressing up in an animal costume or driving away evil spirits and that sort of music and traditional dance, but nobody knows who you are, and the minute someone figures it out, then you get to take it off and party with everyone else. I love that kind of idea because I've never heard of this thing before. I'm not from Philly, so.
Well, actually, so a lot of the roots of these kind of wear mask, wear outfits, all that, it's to hide yourself from evil spirits that are like, it's not just
Shame?
for Halloween. They carry through to the darkest night, right? So yeah, a lot of that stuff is very much like, you could be out in the darkness, which is now so pervasive, without being harassed. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, the evil spirits will just be like, oh, you're like one of us, cool, and leave you alone so you can go about your business, any time of day or night.
Well, then let's talk about some of the various other accoutrements of the winter holiday and in the form of decorations then. So the first things that come to mind are obviously the Christmas tree, you've got wreaths, you've got Christmas lights and stuff like that. Okay, so let's break some of these down and, throw a little bit of a fantasy element to them, even though they sort of already are that in our real world.
Yeah, in some
The
ways.
fact that for several weeks during the end of the year, like many people in the West just seem to like to throw up these trees in their houses. It's just like very bizarre thing.
I'd like the idea of like, druids coming by and growing trees in your house.
Ooh.
They literally grow them in your house through the floorboards, and they
Through the
break
floorboards
through.
and yeah, something like
You
that.
better pay them well, or it's going through your roof.
Well, and if we want to keep to this story of this long dead winter with an even worse summer, then these Christmas trees become the source of food for each house. And perhaps they're like the
Ooh.
ancient Greek eternal flame that should never go out. They are these trees and that's the star on the top in a way, right? Devoid
Wow.
of its religious symbology. It is this eternal flame that keeps the tree of Yule in the time of fruit. It will glow, and they glow like Christmas lights. All of the fruit on them, they grow out, and they're these glowing fruits that you kind of pluck off and eat. But if the flame of the star goes out, then that family, nobody else, you only have enough for your own family, so you can't help out another one. That becomes the thing.
The druid counts how many people, and he's like, okay, there's 6 people in this house. I'm gonna make a tree that can feed 6 and only 6.
Well, that's part of it because it's coming from like the family's amount of prayer energy or magical energy that's coming into it that the druid kind of draws from them. That then or the amount of gifts, and then there are kind of evil method like things that are trying to constantly snuff out this star on top of the tree, and thus this, even though it's a more preferable time of the year to the summer, it's not without its sort of like difficulties.
Hey, that's awesome.
How about a wreath?
Does look like a crown.
It also could be some sort of portal hung on a door. Ways to go in and out through the door rather than actually opening it. It's a porthole away, or a way to communicate with other people who have these wreaths. There are ways to communicate to each other through them. Or if it was a crown, maybe that's the way that this world crowns their own Viking lord or whatever. Is everyone has a wreath, and then these wreaths, some of them will decay over the winter, but the one wreath that doesn't, well, that's the person who then becomes the emperor or whatever, the ruler for the next year.
So everyone has like a wreath on their door, on their
everyone has a wreath on the door. Yeah.
But every member of the family has a wreath, and then
and then this gets into like, are there monsters taking them down, or is there actual like a little bit of like political skullduggery, or people actually taking down other people's wreaths, and it's like the human element rather than the monster element, and you get some fun political kind of campaigning going on in there.
Some alchemist going around with the equivalent of bleach.
Right, and just dumping it over the wreath and making it turn brittle and break away and whatnot.
No, he was doing so well. Why did ours die?
Well, maybe that's the preferred thing. Maybe a wreath that turns brittle and collapses is the good thing, because then that kind of brittle plant that becomes like the alchemical component for something that can get them through the summer or something like that to maintain the story here. How about mistletoe? So I mean, obviously you have the kind of tradition of sort of kissing under the mistletoe, right? So there's obviously the low hanging fruit here is charm. It's a charm plant, right? It comes in and it's the last vestige of winter vampires. They draw you in wearing their mistletoe belts or whatever.
No.
Yeah, Anyway.
I mean, jeez. The images will never leave my head. It could be an interesting thing to use as kind of like bait. You know, if you know that like if spirits or whatnot are just like a prevalent thing, you know, if it's something that will attract, you know, something malevolent, like they can't help it. They'll wait there for a kiss. They'll wait to be something.
Oh.
And it's just like it's kind of like a fly trap in a way. And some people will trap something that they actually want to, you know, give a kiss to.
Okay. Oh.
Naughty, naughty.
I was consuming souls or whatnot, very Sam Raimi or something like that.
Yeah, some sort of a protection spell.
Well, I like this idea of maybe combining the mistletoe as something benign or even maybe even evil with like the poinsettia. And you know your favorite, your classic kind of red leafed flower that's displayed often during the Christmas time. But perhaps these flowers are only red once the mistletoe has sort of consumed enough sort of joy and empathy that they turn them red. You know, that sort of. Otherwise, they kind of start off like white or clear or something like that, or they don't even blossom until, you know. So there's some sort of like symbiotic relationship between the mistletoe and the poinsettia flower, and these things kind of grow up to help to protect the household or whatever from these mephic creatures.
You walk in like you see the poinsettia and you're like, man, there's a lot of love in this house.
There's a lot of love in this house. Yeah,
Love Shack.
You can smell it.
And then you go to one person's house and they're all green and you're kind of like, aw.
Oh, yeah, exactly. They've got an obscure weave draped over the.
Yours today.
Yeah. Okay, how about caroling?
Again, protection spells. That we could always use it as a protection spell from evil spirits because. Kind of that's what it's doing. It's trying to prevent you from feeling down during those cold months. Or maybe there's like some sort of like a frost spirit that if you leave your mouth closed for too long, it like permanently binds it.
Very nice.
Oh God, so
Very
you have
nice.
to keep talking.
You have to keep on talking and singing.
So this like quiet time where
Someone must always be singing. Oh God, horrific.
Oh, first we have the tree you can't turn off, and then you have to have somebody just la 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 la. Like you can just imagine after an hour. Oh God, you're just trailing off into gibberish.
Let me go the other way with the carolers. I want to say that the carolers are not denizens of this village that I see forming in my head right now, but they're actually like, you know, the spirits of those who have fallen through the dark winter or whatnot, who come back. And, you know, while it seems it would be a reprieve from the cold and you know, festivities and what have you, the joy of the holiday season, what have you. But if you open those doors, it's like a siren's call. They come to your door and they begin to sing and they want you to open the door, but it's like, no, don't open the front door, else they'll claim you as one of them, and then you'll be brought into the snow, and then you too will become one of these like creepy carolers or whatever.
So like sirens,
like the sirens of the winter spirit.
I mean, I kind of was thinking that in a slightly different direction, where, you know, like everybody's like looking forward to like having this one night a year where you can reconnect with the lost people of the village, your family or whatnot. But like, what if somebody in your party or whatnot committed murder, committed thievery, caused the death of any of these people? Like, how awful would it be? Like, you know, you no, I don't want to participate in any of what's going on. No reason. that would be some interesting drama to have for like a one-off, especially if one person at the table was a murderer, you know, trying to figure out what happened there.
Every one of the villagers or innocents that the party has failed to save during their campaigns comes back during the winter nights as carolers.
No.
Or maybe it's one of those things that you only see the ones that, you know, have been in your life. So every person, you know, friend or foe that has died that you know now comes back and sings a song for you.
What is this reckoning every
There's
year?
some people that you'll want to see, like, you know, oh, my my old grandpa, right? That gave me his short sword.
Wants to see him. That was his
Thanks,
walking
Gramps.
cane, by the way, Chris. And you like yoinked it off of him, and he
Yoink.
needed that damn thing.
He went right down a
Yeah.
cliff. Way
Yeah.
to
Yeah,
go,
why is he no
Chris.
longer with us? Because he gave me his +2 broadsword.
5 force.
Wizard, you shall not yoink. Yes, I can.
It's the most wonderful time.
Of the
No, I mean that's it. That's him coming back to haunt you.
Oh, right.
Oh,
right.
yeah. No, see, he'd come back as Mariah Carey.
So I'd love to, and as we're going over these ideas, like my mind is racing with interesting, like mechanical ideas that I could kind of bring to the table. And the first thing that came to mind was using the idea of a gift giving at the table. So I'd love to maybe try to develop some system in which you can only you start out with a set of polyhedral dice. You've got one of each. You're 20-sided, 12-sided, 8-sided, 10-sided, 6-sided, 4-sided. Maybe a coin, 2-sided, whatever. And you can only ever roll each dice once. And after you roll it, you then have to give it to somebody else.
Oh.
As a gift, right? And so you've got this like little mini economy of dice going around. And so it almost like encourages people to like keep using their dice so that you can keep passing and coming back and forth with each other. And you can't ever go like back and forth between the same person, so they have to kind of like move around and whatnot. And if you're playing one of those systems where your stats kind of like when you have a really high level stat, you kind of like you roll the d12, and if your stat's a little bit lower, you roll a d10. You're just trying to be like one of those systems, right? And if I use my strength skill, which is like as the fighter is a d12, well now I've rolled my d12. Now my strength kind of energy has been weakened. Now I can only roll a d10 until some other player has used their intelligence score, and now you have this kind of like this economy of gift giving, and there could be this fun, even like meta game where you kind of pass out index cards with magical spells on them that require players to have a certain combination of different colored dice, and so all the players have like, I've got the blue dice, you've got the red dice, and you need like 2 reds and 2 greens, and then you can like pick up all those dice and roll them and then pass it, and that could be like a really fun kind of like really festive, colorful, and then like integrated into the story somehow.
It's like
type of
it's almost like you're you're gifting Catan cards.
yeah in a way. Yeah,
each and one.
yeah to build the road or whatnot, right?
In order to do I don't know, fireball.
Yeah,
Three sheep make a fireball.
I think you could build a whole game around this mechanic. That every player class has a certain series of like really potent moves that they can only get off when they've managed to sort of get a certain combination of colored dice, and then that requires every time you spend one, you pass it over, right? And let's say you're going into a battle, what you want to do is you want to give your big aggro guy like all the d20s, and so all the players want to kind of spend them off and give them to, so you can kind of kick off this big move, and then that becomes the fun kind of strategic
really interesting.
gameplay.
Yeah.
Right? This is why I get paid the big bucks.
Wait, you get paid?
Listen,
that's why he's naughty.
Visit our. Oh, get out of here, Santa Claus!
Smashes another window.
Smashes another window. No, our little hut only has 3 windows.
Oh my god! Well, before we freeze to death, let's take a quick break from our sponsor, and so in the meantime, Sandra, if you could light a fire, perhaps.
Fireball.
Oh, boom! Oh, we were in too close range. Now we're all smoldered. All right. The 3RPG podcast is brought to you by
Merriest of Sharetides. Now it's that time of year full of camaraderie and the blessed spirit of giving. But what happens when your fellow companions, loved ones, or slain foes gift you something you don't want? A +1 hand axe again? Now, I'm sure you've regifted and stashed it somewhere in the attic, but Those are practices of the past. Welcome to the age of Mutagift, a subsidiary of Mutacorp. Don't sell those sentimental unwanteds. Give them a fresh new form using cutting-edge transmutation. The process itself is a journey into the realm of Psi Arcana. Here's our chief Psi Arcanist, Sleln Sliverpath. Thank you, our founder and CEO, Chuck Capitalist. Cue the sciencey music. Now, you see, all material objects are made up of small elemental strings we call mutathreads. These mutathreads can be separated and rewoven together to make new muta-objects. That trident you didn't ask for has become a cool mutas. Now, some mutathreads, like those found in unwanted cloaks of resistance +1, are infused with magic essence we call mutacharge. Mutacharged mutathreads can be mutamorphized into meta-muta objects that have muta-magical qualities. The more mutacharge, the more muta-fun can be had. Choose your muta-magical qualities by speaking with our skilled Psi Arcanists like myself.
Mutagift!
Well, the weather outside is frightful. But thank God we got some coals on the fireplace because Sandra's been getting nothing but coals for the last 5 Halloweens, Christmases, whatever.
I mean, you're welcome.
Okay, yeah, well, it's keeping us all warm now because all the damn windows, are broken, except for one.
Except for one.
I'm watching it. I'm watching it.
All right. Whew, man. Well, why don't we bring the table to the table? That is the feast at the end of the year, the Christmas dinner. How do we reskin the Christmas dinner to something that might be used effectively, or the food stuffs associated with Christmas?
Well, I mean, if we're gonna keep with the cold theme, which does have like nice, dark, mysterious forces associated with it, and let's take a small departure from the original idea. I like the idea of foraging out, like, you know, the food is scarce, but you're gonna go out into the forest. It's gonna be dark and scary and whatnot. But you have to bring back this feast. Some reason we fill that in later, but you have to have food on the table. And I guess this could almost kind of mirror some of the Catalan traditions of is it Catalan? No, I think it's Portugal. Sorry, I'm like mixing up my Christmas myth. Portugal. They set a place setting at their feast for the deceased. So if you don't bring back enough food from the forest that's all barren and non-growing, it's like mushrooms, maybe meat, whatever, well, then that spirit gets to do stuff to you and your family or something like that. Maybe they get to supplant somebody. They get like a second chance at life if you haven't provided enough of a feast for them.
They get to do that scene from the first Ghostbusters anyway. All of a sudden, your belt gets undone.
What?
Ridiculous. No, you know what scene I'm talking about. Google it.
Go do the Googles with it.
I was actually thinking along the lines of, during this feast, you eat so much that you actually are able to hibernate. So you can just pass the rest of it.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
It's a group of like some sort of like original fantasy species that must hibernate, and so they have to. And if you don't, then you're awake the whole winter, and that's even worse.
And then it's
cranky ass.
and that's the start of your campaign. You're the 1 or 2 or 3 or how many players are in your party, people of a large commune who didn't eat enough, and you're awake for the whole winter, and now you got to protect all the people who are hibernating from this threat. So it's a blessing and a curse, right? That could be really fun, kind of one-off there, or even a campaign. Eggnog is another one that people seem kind of repulsed by for whatever reason, but I think it's absolutely delicious.
I don't think I've had enough eggnog in my life.
It's really good. If it's gonna be made well.
I mean, we can say that about everybody on the planet, honestly. Eggnog's delicious. You can never have too much.
but maybe capitalizing on that idea that people just don't like the idea of like consuming a raw egg, but rather than using an actual raw egg, there is elixir of sorts that must be consumed that contains something that is off-putting to whatever culture this is involved in, right? But it's disguised in such a way with seasonal herbs and spices and stuff like that, such that this thing must be consumed, and maybe the thing that is the distasteful thing is unknown, right? So that whatever the nog is, the little noggins, the little noggin has.
So it's like the Buckleys, the festive Buckleys.
What's that? I don't know what that is.
Oh, do you guys not know about Buckleys? It's like cough syrup.
Oh no,
No.
Tell us.
What? Oh, we're gonna story.
Maybe this is a Canadian thing then.
Go on.
I think it's. I forget what the tagline is, but it's like it tastes terrible, but it works type thing.
Like
so
NyQuil or something like that.
Yeah, but this intentionally tastes really bad.
Right.
See, so I've heard of this. I didn't know it was called
people
Buckley's,
get too
though.
addicted to it or something like that. but I suppose what I wanted to get on is that like maybe you could build a story around the fact that it's like a Soylent Green thing essentially, right? So you've got this seasonal drink that people find medicinal, whether that's true or not. It could be one of the little reveals at the end. But the active magical ingredient in it is something that is the whole plot of the story. It's the MacGuffin of the story.
It's right? Love, not love, freely given.
Oh, God.
Made of poinsettia.
Buckley's, yeah.
Buckley.
Yeah. Made of love poinsettias. But so I think our listeners across the pond would be remiss if we didn't bring up the kind of a Christmas pud, right? Come on, as a Canadian, a Commonwealth, a Christmas pudding.
My family never did that.
But on the inside, you have like a little gift that is hidden in one of the pieces, right? And so everyone will have one.
Like king cake.
Like yeah. I mean, it's done. It's done in France. It's done in Germany and stuff like that.
But you don't know about king cakes?
Oh,
it's like a Mardi Gras thing. Yeah. There's honestly, there's a lot of culture said to it.
Oh.
I think some have like little babies in it.
Little babies.
Yeah. There's like a coin for one. Yeah, they're all over the place.
So taking that idea, I mean, I think that's just like ripe for D. Like you walk into some village and they just do this. They just do this as a ritual within their land. Is they eat these foods and they place things in them that create different. Perhaps there are even like magical components in them that like create weird things to happen to people that do these strange things, right?
All right. You got the crown. You're next year's eggnog.
Yeah. Maybe a little nog.
All right. Moving on to the characters of Christmas. Of course, we've got our Santa Clauses and our Jesus Christs. Did I put too much stank on that? We got our Frosty the Snowmans. We've got our Donners and Blitzens. We've got our Jack Frosts. Who else?
Yukon Cornelius.
Yukon Cornelius. Yeah, exactly. Nice.
I mean, we can't forget the Yule Lads either. They're hilarious.
Yeah, the Grinch.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So I don't think everybody knows about the Yule Lads, and it sounds like you do have some.
I did mention this during our folklore episode, but I kind of did a little more digging after that because I wanted to see because I love seeing how myths drift. So yeah, they actually apparently have names. One is called Doorway Sniffer, Spoon Licker, Sausage Swiper, Candle Stealer, my favorite, Curd Gobbler, and the ominously named Window Peeper.
Santa?
I guess you can make a whole party where everybody's a Yule Lad. You got to figure out why you are.
Like a Hanna-Barbera, like Saturday morning cartoon, the Yule Lads. Like,
hey, Yule Lads.
Yeah, I want to put on Batman. Oh, you're watching Yule Lads, you'll like it.
This is the worst one-off ever.
Yeah.
I'm a doorway sniffer, an even.
roll for doorway sniffer.
Yeah, nyuk, nyuk, nyuk. See that? Holy shit. Okay, we've gone off the rails. I mean, the whole episode has been off the rails.
You're welcome.
Off the skis. And of course we've got like the Dickens character from A Christmas Carol, which is such a brilliant combination of a Christmas story and like a morality tale and like a ghost story.
Or
like brilliant, right? So I think starting with that, I think that sort of pretty much writes itself. I mean, taking the three ghosts of the Christmas Carol and putting them into your campaign would be awesome. The Ghost of Christmas Past, Ghost of
how
Christmas
to
Present,
do that
Ghost of
though?
Christmas- It could be really fun. I mean, you could do that.
Like
Like
go into
you
the
got
future
magic,
and go
yeah,
into
like
the past.
clairvoyance and images of the future and whatnot. But we're missing the man of the hour. It's Christmas, so of course the most important figure is Santa Claus.
Wishing for Krampus.
Did I hear my name? Smash!
Oh God! No, there goes the last window!
We're gonna freeze to death.
Oh, somebody stoked that fire. Swoosh! Jack Frost takes it out. Okay, well, before we freeze to death, let's get into these characters. They write themselves. They're iconic. They're unique. They're all Feywild, obviously. Right? They're all trickster demons of some sort. And yet, I feel like I want to put a twist on them somehow. How could we do that? How could we not go to the kind of like what is the obvious?
Well, I did have a session idea where fantasy Santa, he needs help destroying all the obscure weave factories so that he can because he can no longer scry on children to determine if they're naughty or nice. So
Oh God!
You can't just give them all good gifts. No, you gotta stop gaming the system, kids.
The idea that Santa scries on people, like that's kind of creepy.
Oh, that's creepy. Ooh.
It's always been creepy, even outside of fantasy.
Yeah,
that just
kinda
someone's
old
able
man
to
just. Yeah, what are you
yeah.
doing there? Never
It's like
mind.
a lich.
I was having a private moment, Santa.
Yeah.
I'm turning the poinsettias red.
Oh God.
To be honest, I think that's the way in. That's how you make Santa interesting. I mean, obviously, the RPG equivalent of Santa could be simply like a Fizzban type of character. Who's the Lord of the Rings? Bombadil, Tom Bombadil.
Tom
Character. Tom Bombadil. Or make him a Krampus. But I like the list idea. So you got a good list, bad list, right? So like, Batman is a barbarian. Santa is a paladin.
Oh, okay.
I think the one thing that is the equivalent between me and Chris and I's campaign is that we don't see like evil as just evil.
Yeah.
It's a bit more gray. But that's what makes a good villain sometimes, where they see the world in this black and white, right? And that becomes the thing that the players are struggling against. And so you have this figure that's like making lists, right? Like magically writing these things down, and by writing them down, adds some sort of like maybe fatalistic component to their destiny and whatnot. And it's Santa's a paladin. They're going around, and maybe it's a dark paladin, maybe it's an anti-paladin or something like this.
Or maybe it's like Futurama Santa, or like the Good Place type thing, where nobody makes the good list anymore because everyone's bad.
Here, have your frozen yogurt.
Yeah. Or there's something to do with the list that at one point it wasn't just two categories. There was a lot more, but then this entity has sort of forgotten, and then the goal of the campaign is sort of trying to get the entity to remember the other categories in this list, right? Or like you say, maybe the good column of the list has been completely eradicated or burnt or something like that. And so the campaign doesn't necessarily center around the Santa kind of figure, although that becomes like the kind of the baddie that chases them around from scene to scene. But it's like trying to like remake the list such that they can kind of give it back to this entity and then like let it, and then that will make it go away for good because it's like balance the universe or whatever. Right now,
or destroy the list.
or oh well, then what happens? Right? Yeah, that could be a real
Right?
fun moment at the end. Yeah, yeah.
Ooh, a little multi-branch. Ooh, what do you do, guys? Do you destroy the list or do you not?
You just
What
or
else
you
do you
write.
unleash?
Yeah, you find your own names on one side. Do you leave it go, or do you erase it and write them on the other side? Do you tamper with the list? Uh, very fun, very fun. Anything else?
Evil Santa, Krampus. You can always throw that in there. Everybody loved Krampus.
Krampus is awesome.
Well,
Just enough said. It just is.
yeah. Well, I would be remiss then not to end with who, as a kid, was my favorite sort of Christmas figure of all time. I even dressed
Oh,
up like them as one year for Halloween.
Yukon Cornelius.
No,
Oh,
no, but you're good. I loved Frosty the
Frosty.
Snowman.
Aww.
There's something about the Frosty mythos that just is ultimately sad,
Yeah,
and that like really took to me even as a kid. And like by being Frosty, I was in a sense keeping the idea of Frosty alive or
Aw,
something like
that's
that. I don't know.
Frosty was crisis inducing. I totally get it. Like,
I see it
yeah.
as reincarnation. So
It's incredibly sad, but it's also beautiful. So you just have you have an inanimate thing that comes to life, and then eventually realizes that it has to die.
All the red strings on Jay's murder board come right back to Frosty.
Frosty the Snowman.
Rather than starting a campaign as a DM by trying to create like what's going to be the crisis mode, what are the plots, what are the kind of like events that are going to happen. What you do instead is you come up with all these little items that when they become animate, what is their central concern to staying alive? And with Frosty, it's sort of like staying out of hot places, essentially, right?
God.
And then what you do in the end is you kind of tap into this kind of like almost like while it's in the middle of winter and the world is dying, so you've got these things that are striving for life that when life returns, kills them all.
Oh God.
And can have this really touching moment. Yeah.
Aw. That's very
Wow,
sweet and
that's
deep and
a deeper, much deeper look at Frosty than I was expecting for this episode. Wow.
so if anyone needs to write a thesis, write it on Frosty. There's a lot to mine there.
Do we end on that note?
Oh, well, I do have one more little thing that I prepared. All right. So, a mysterious mage appears in the town during the night of Sharetides. Everyone seems to know him, but no one can quite remember exactly how they met him. Now, he sprouts a tree in the center of town, decorated with reflective prisms, and atop that tree, a brilliant orb of pure white light. A scarred stone warrior is placed at the base of the tree. And then the mage gifts everyone in town something special. While some receive fancy cakes, fine garments, and toys for the children, a handful of people are given swirling black obsidian stones. Now, for the session, the PCs are gifted magical items, and this can be any sort of random assortment of useful magical goods. And as the town retires for the evening, the whole settlement goes quiet. Now the PCs awaken to an overpowering light coming through their windows, and all other creatures are asleep and cannot be awakened from their magical slumber. The light from the window emits from a towering tree in the center of town, grown 1,000 feet tall and glowing brightly. Now outside, venomous vermin crawl from some of the houses, and seem to be attracted to that glowing orb atop the tree. And on the tree's branches, there are these creatures being fended off by these prismatic guardians of light. However, a massive monstrosity with several heads is making its way to the top, easily shattering past all the prismatic warriors, only to be stopped by that stone figure from before. And it does appear that he is losing. What is this? this is a reskinning of the Nutcracker.
Oh yes.
Oh.
All right, where Drosselmeyer, is it the grandfather or not? No, the godfather. Godfather gifts Clara a Nutcracker doll, which fights mice. The story itself doesn't make that much sense, I'll be honest, but I tried to put it in such a way that maybe you could use this for a campaign.
I mean, he certainly like produced a lot of like, ooh, you're like in it. You're in it. Like, mysterious person creates this kind of havoc in a way. Like,
And why?
So, yeah, and why? Big why hanging over the whole thing.
A few other things. Curiously enough, all the venomous vermin appear to have similar traits of those of some of the townfolk. And what happens when they reach the glowing orb? And where did Mossel Dryer? Where did he go? So yeah, a few more little nuggets.
All right, you guys. Well, I hope you enjoy the rest of your year and have a lovely holiday with your loved ones. Hopefully, you won't get any brown bags in your gifts as you open them up for the end of the year.
Or you do if you like them.
Oh, or I'm not gonna yuck your yums. Go for it.
Yuck your yums.
But happy holidays to you both.
Season's greetings.
And to all, a good night.
I need Tim over here.
I want some more.
Yeah, you want some more?
What? Maybe I'm an enthusiast, all right?
An orphan enthusiast?
Famous orphan enthusiast Sandra Rosner.
Damn.
It's funny though. I was thinking like, is that where that's from? Okay, she knows her stuff.
No, she doesn't.
Yeah, how do you not know this by now, Chris?
Yeah. Bye. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. The 3RPG podcast is produced and performed by Sandra Rosner, Chris Takasaki, and Jay Underwood. Music and audio editing, mix, and master is done by Jay Underwood, art by Chris Takasaki. If you'd like to be a guest on the show or have any questions, please email us at 3rpgpodcast@gmail.com. If you'd like to support the 3RPG podcast, please visit our Patreon or visit our website at www.3rpg.com. That is THREERPG.com.